In this video I'm going to show you how you can use laws or logarithms to simplify something that's complicated like this. So I'm expecting you to know all of these. We are going to make use of this one first. So whenever you have one thing divided by another thing, you can break it up as one block, take away the other block. So for this one it would be log of the same base 3, and then well, one thing divided by another thing is the same as this block, take away, and then log base 3 3y. So now we are going to make use of this. Whenever you have one thing multiplying another thing, so whenever you have one thing multiplying another thing, you can break it up as a log block plus another log block. So what that means is, what that means is that this block here can be broken up as two blocks. So that would be log base 3 of 9 plus this thing here. So that would be log base 3 of x to the power of 4. So so that you can break that up as two blocks like this. So this will break up into two blocks because whenever you have one thing multiplying another thing, you can break it up as one log block plus another log block, and then you've got your minus, because this minus here, and then remember the minus is on the outside, so it's on the outside, so it's going to be like this. So here you've got one thing multiplying another thing, so that means you can have a log block plus another log block. So that would be log base 3 of the first one, which would be 3, and then plus the log base 3 of the second one, which will be y. So so that will then give us this thing here. Hang on. So now so imagine this as one block, and imagine this as another block. So now hang on, so let me just tidy this up. So this becomes log base 3 9 plus log base 3 x to the power 4, and then minus, remember it's minus minus, so that would be log base 3 of 3, and then minus log base 3 of y. So this block here, you can simplify this block. Well, if you can't remember what this block represents, then translate it. Your eyes should zoom into this 3 here. 3 to the power of what will give me this thing here, will give me 9. Well, you can see it's 2, so this whole log block here is referring to the power, so it's actually 2. This block here is actually 2. This block here is the number 2, and then whenever you have whenever you log one thing to the power of another thing, you're able to drag this power down. So it's us making use of this law here. Whenever you log one thing to the power of another thing, you're able to drag the index down, the power down. So that would be this. You're able to drag the n out in front. Okay, so we are just, and I'm expecting you to know this by now because we've done it before. So hang on, going back to here, we've got log of one thing to the power of another thing, so you can drag the 4 down. So that would be 4 log base 3 of x, because we just dragged the 4 down, so that would then give us this thing here. And then we got take away this block here. Well, if you can't remember what this block represents, then translate it. Your eyes should zoom into this 3 here. 3 to the power of what will give me this thing here, will give me 3. It turns out 3 to the power of 1. So this whole block here, the whole log block is talking about the index, so it's actually the number 1. So that is the number 1, and then we got to leave this as it is because we can't simplify any further. So that would be log base 3 of y. So now let me just clean this up. So so single number, let's merge them together. 2 take away 1, that will be 1, and then we can't merge these two together, so we just got to leave it as it is. So it would be this x and then minus log base 3 of y, so that it will then become this. Okay.